Got some serious news. A Fox News alert reports say 3 people have been critically injured at a Dallas ICE facility after shots rang out this morning.
Police responded to calls around 7 a.m. local time. Agents reportedly approached the suspect, who then apparently shot himself.
Let's go to Griff Jenkins in studio with some of the information that he's learning. Do we have Griff?
Yeah, good morning, guys. Lawrence, Ainsley, and Brian. This is what ICE fears most, and that is an attack on them. Fox can confirm through ICE sources that there was this attack this morning at the Dallas facility. Shots were fired into the sally port of this facility along the freeway there in Dallas, and the ICE confirms that the shooter is down, a self-inflicted wound, and that 3 individuals have been hit. Their condition unknown. We're continuing to try and learn more about this as you look live here and can see the tremendous law enforcement response. But ICE telling me in no clearer way that they call this, quote, a clear attack on ICE. Now, this comes as we have seen a more than 1,000% increase of assaults on ICE officers. And now this morning, tragically, we're learning that this shooter apparently fired indiscriminately into the sally port. Unclear whether ICE officers or detainees or who may have been injured, but at least 3 individuals.
You know what's crazy? It might not be in this report. I don't know, because I have not watched this entire video. I saw it online and I wanted to react to it. But from what I read, the shooter shot 2 people. So the 3 shot are himself and then 2 other people that he shot inside. But the people that he hit weren't even ICE agents. And they're actually dead. So 3 people are dead. The shooter and the 2 people he shot are dead. They were illegal immigrants. So the same people he was supposedly shooting for, trying to protect, he just ended up killing 2 of them. He ended up killing 2 of them. And you know, I really blame the politicians on the left, the Democratic politicians and the media personalities who keep saying how ICE is evil, how ICE is the Gestapo or Trump's Gestapo, ICE are Nazis, just for enforcing immigration law. Every country has immigration laws, and every country enforces their immigration laws. I am not sure why is it that Democrats love to, for whatever reason, just, I guess America is just the only country not allowed to have immigration laws or enforce them. We can have them on the books because we've had these. They're not new laws. Trump didn't just up and make and create and fabricate new laws. These are laws that have already been on the books. And what is happening now is that he is enforcing the law, because for too long the law wasn't enforced. So we're allowed to, according to Democrats, we're allowed to have immigration laws to have the semblance of a country, but we're not actually allowed to enforce them because we're not allowed to have a country with borders. Anybody should just be able to come in and do whatever it is that they want in America. But when you have these politicians telling people and these media personalities telling the public that these people are Nazis, the Gestapo, they're evil, they're breaking apart families, they're doing all this stuff, you're going to have maniacs who are going to react in this way. They've already found casings of the bullets of the shooter, and on the bullets were engravings that said anti-ICE. So there wasn't him targeting illegal immigrants, like, oh, there's some far right, whatever, trying to kill illegal immigrants. No, he was trying to kill ICE agents. He's trying to kill ICE agents and inadvertently ended up actually just killing 2 illegal immigrants instead. So the same people he was trying to rescue, that he was willing to lose his life over, he took 2 of them out. Now that is real separation of families, because now that family, whatever, if they have families here, will never see those people ever again. I don't know if they were men or women or man or a woman, whatever. This is what happens when the left turns up the temperature. And then they tell the right, it's like the left loves to do this. They love to smack the right. And then when the right gets mad and asks, why did you smack me? Or responds or tries to defend itself, they're like, oh, well, we got to turn down the temperature. Why don't you guys turn down the temperature? You just smacked me, bro. You smacked me and I'm supposed to just stay smacked? Now you want to turn, after you smacked me, you want me to turn down the temperature because you don't want me to smack you back. And they're constantly doing this shit. They're constantly doing this shit. And this is the reason why we had this tragedy. And this is not the only attacks. Again, as you heard them say, attacks on ICE agents are up 1,000%. And this isn't the only shooting at an ICE facility. There was another one, I can't remember where, but it might have been a few months ago. But they shot at an ICE facility as well, somewhere else. It's insane. But instead of the politicians coming out and condemning this and saying, no, listen, they're just doing their job, whatever the case may be. No, they're fomenting this kind of behavior.
Have been shot. The shooter is down through a self-inflicted wound. We'll bring you more as we get it, guys.
Griff, just working back some sources back and forth here. And by the way, this information is very fluid. But from what I'm hearing from my sources, this happened as they were unloading some of these detainees when the shots started to ring out. Are you hearing the same thing?
That's exactly right, Lawrence, and that's why I mentioned that Sally Port. So apparently it occurred when detainees were being brought into this Sally Port. This shooter, we're not sure exactly where he was located, but was able to shoot into that Sally Port and struck at least 3 people. That shooter now is down from this self-inflicted wound, so we may not know exactly what his plan was, what they were intending to do, other than to shoot people this morning at an ICE facility. We're learning more as we get it. And particularly, we're interested, obviously, in learning about the conditions of the...
So maybe I might have gotten that detail wrong. Maybe he did shoot 3 people and he's not the third. He would be, I guess, the 4th casualty. But I know for a fact at least 2 people are dead. Because I read from what I read, it was 3 people were dead. And I assumed it was 2 people plus the shooter because they said he had already offed himself.
3 individuals that were struck this morning.
Yeah, that's I-35. The east side is where you see most of the traffic. People are probably slowing down to watch and see what's going on. Look at all of the police cars. There's so many lights. They go all the way up to the top of, this is the access road in Texas.
So anyways, this is pretty much like a preliminary report. We don't know, they didn't have too many details at this point in time for this. But like I said, this is the direct result of Democratic rhetoric, Democratic politicians, and Democratic talking heads in the media. You gin up the hysteria, you gin up the people, you tell them that everything, you just create hysterics. And then you have these mentally ill people because, let's be honest, a lot of the mentally ill people that we have in this country tend to be on the left. You have these mentally ill people who go and act on these hysterics that they're ginning up and go and do things like this and attack ICE agents and end up actually killing the people they're trying to quote-unquote defend. But that's all I got for this video, guys. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. If you have anything you want me to react to, my email is in the description box below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.